Hello hunters and huntresses, this is Nakash, and today I'm making a quick little video regarding wake-up hits, and more specifically wake-up hits with the switch axe. I made a post on one of the Facebook communities recently which caused a really big stir. A lot of people not liking my particular placement of it above certain other weapons, namely the chargeblade, and also my choice of which particular hit of the switch axe should be the wake-up hit. So I'm going to go over those two main topics today. The swax versus the chargeblade, and which hit for the switch axe you should be using. Let's go ahead and start with the latter actually, because I already got my switch axe out. So, first things first, my preferred method of the wake-up hit is the Elemental Discharge, or the standing Elemental Discharge. Now, a lot of people don't like this method and say it's for noobs or whatever, but the thing is, that's exactly why it's the best. Not only is it actually outperform power-wise the other moves, but it's also the most noob-friendly and easy to control. So, with greatsword, let's go ahead and just roll back from the monster head, and that will hit. Kaboom! And you see 79 damage right there, and that is why I like it so much. It is super easy. You can't really go and with enough practice you'll almost never miss. Like if you just keep doing it, repetition, you will get it to where you can do it almost blindfolded. Now, for the other two methods, I'm going to go over them real quickly. I'm going to start with the least popular one, the heavy slam method. And there's a good reason for this one to be the least popular. Actually, let's go ahead. You have to be really close to the monster's head for this one to work, because the the motion that causes the heavy slam to outstretch just that inch that you need has to be super accurate. So wrong button. Okay, there we go. See, and that is why I don't like this method, because that second to last swing also stretches out, but not quite as much. So that's why I said you have to be, although we do have power axe mode now. Boom, there we go. 56 on that. So we had a power axe heavy slam. Now let's do that again, see if we can replicate. Oh, see, I missed that time. Yeah. And yes, and yeah, see, that's why I don't like the heavy slam method. It's really not reliable. Now for the final method, and this is the most popular one because this is the one that Eric's Gaming says is the definitive wake-up hit for switch axe, where I have to strongly disagree. So you start around here, that hit right there. The third to last hit from the morphslash is the strongest in the combo, and as you saw, it hit for 55. I'll go ahead and do it again, and we're in power axe mode, mind you, so this is something that wasn't even available in base world. Boom, right there. That's where you gotta aim for. You gotta aim for that third to last hit to be the one to hit the monster. Now, the reason I find that this method, as well as the power axe method, to be inferior to the elemental burst is because not only are they less accurate, but if the monster falls asleep with its face in a wall, or just has a lot of hitboxes that are wonky, like say Nergigante with his spikes, it gets really difficult to get it just right. So, with that in mind, I figure the best and most accurate way is just look at that. That's gonna hit. Kaboom. See? No issues. No issues. I didn't even have to do my little, okay, gotta get this positioning just right thing for 20 seconds like I did with the other two hits. So easy. Ease of access. And I just don't quite understand why people crap on the discharge like they do, because it is essentially not only the flashiest, or not only the most effective and strongest, but it's also like the flashiest. It's the coolest way to go about this. Now, I'm going to switch over to my proto commission chargeblade axe, and the reason I'm using the starter weapons is for this is because they are pretty much equal in strength and everything. They're all about the same base level. And also, you guys may have noticed that I did not go into amped mode for my switch axe discharge. That's because I'm also proving a third point that I have yet to mention, and that is the charge blade requires you to charge the crap out of it in order to pull off its discharge move. It's super amped elemental discharge. Okay, so here, I'll actually go ahead and give you an example. See, when you go into axe mode with charge blade, and then you go for the SEAD, it doesn't do it. It just does the amped elemental discharge. You have to charge the shield in order to get the really good hit. So let's go ahead and charge that shield real quick. And we're going to do this with no files because the files don't count. They're not going to get doubled by the wake up hit. The only hit that gets doubled is the very first hit on the monster. So let's go ahead and get this going. And boom, 69. The other one was like 79 for the switch axe. 79, 69, I mean, that's only 10 points of difference, but the numbers don't lie. An empty switch, or a non-amped switch axe burst is going to outperform an empty file charge blade. And people are going to probably roast me, oh, well, you're supposed to keep the charge blade full. I mean, well, you're not always going to have the availability or the good timing to have your files filled all the time, or your shield filled all the time. So, you know, if you're stuck in Nergigante's nest and you don't have any small monsters near you that you can wail on to get those files up, you're just going to have to give the wake up hit to somebody else, or someone who can do it better, like a greatsword, or in this case a switch axe, because that's exactly what's going on here. Is the switch axe outperforms on the wake up hit from the SEAD when it has no files. Alright, now there is something else though, and it's something I probably should have done with this first hit. Charging the sword too also increases the damage, but only by a bit. 71. Okay, so 71 versus 79 is still not a huge difference, but again, getting outperformed by the switch axe, whereas everyone else was telling me, oh, but the switch axe is, or the charge blade is better because of motion values. Well, I'm sorry, but the numbers don't lie. And that's pretty much it. And like I said, I went with the most basic weapons. That way, and I have no armor skills, nothing. I'm using a completely nude set. That way, there was no inconsistencies. There's no, hey, you're not playing fair, you gave one set an attack buff whereas you didn't with the other. No, I went completely as basic gets for this test run. And that's the thing with when I do these kinds of test runs for Sleep Pits, I always go with the most basic weapons, because that's how you're going to get the most the most minimal basic numbers for these kinds of tests. Anyway, I hope that was informative to y'all. I hope everyone had a good time watching my video, and I hope I didn't drone on too long. I'm not very good at making videos. This is actually this is a very rare occurrence for me. But you guys have yourselves a great day, and happy hunting.